Oh my. You see what I mean? That's still one shot. It just takes 30 minutes to get to one shot. That was pretty.
Aloha, bros.
Oh.
Cowabunga.
Meow. This cat's too funny. The problem with Hebo mid, I was talking about this earlier and why I think it's trash, is that you need to stack Book of Thoth and you're so killable. Like, I think Hebo mid is good when Bancroft is good because you can brawl. I just think Hebo jungle is just a better place for him. I wonder if we see Hebo come out from Paul, because like I feel like their Titans are gonna need Paul to just go crazy if they want to get past the quarters. But we'll see. I mean, Sino can go off too. Stewart can go off. They have a, but I feel like it's like kind of on Paul in a weird way. I don't know why I feel that way, but I do. It's Vulcan solo, so is it Kama, Susano mid? Is it Kama jungle, Susano mid? Is Athena mid? Okay. Still not very good for me. How is the tower not shooting there? That's BS, dude. The phase the worst mid? No, I don't think I'd go as far to say that. Panitum Div Sino for sure. Maybe, but I don't think it's gonna be like a player thing. I don't know. I think games are gonna go late, and I think it's gonna be more about draft. I think Mambo and Ravens is an underrated one, because I think Ravens showed really good macro, but Hex obviously looked more dominant. But I think when Worlds comes up, the stage comes up, there's people yelling, you know, things change.
Your middle tower is under attack.
I don't think people understand the complete mental diff in LAN to and like a crowd compared to online. Like, it is completely different. Yeah, I put Hex getting to the finals.
Right tower is under attack.
3-2 over the Kings. But, I mean, I feel like it could be 3-2 Kings. You know, I don't know.
Jungle buff.
It starts Friday.
You're far too worried about something so small.
Your right tower is under attack.
Mama deserves to win. You could say the same about Final, though. Final definitely deserves a ring. Yeah, it'll be on Twitch for sure. I don't think Oni. I had Dragons 2 owing the Onis. I just always feel like Deathwalkers Oni are carrying the team. They are, but when you say carry, like the other players are not, like they're not doing their job. They're doing their job. A team needs role players. Not saying Zero Hose and you know they're not role players. They're great players, but when they're going off like that, you know, I don't need you to make crazy plays on the other side of the map. I need you to farm. It also makes sense in the meta, right? Like jungle is the playmate. You know, the way they're playing right now is that they're trying to get they're getting you know, Deathwalker elite, and Deathwalker's playing these hyper farm carries, like, you know, and they're playing very aggressive. Kokolin, Kokolin, Ama, and just power farming and getting really ahead. Trix is amazing. He's not just solid. Trix is an amazing player.
What's your step?
That's definitely
up there?
disrespectful, I feel, but like, you know, that's my boy, so I might be a little biased, but like regardless of the boy, like what he's done in the game, he's always been like a top player.
Killing spree.
Out of mana. I'm terribly sorry.
I got this.
Cowabunga!
Zero is probably their least impressive player. That's what's crazy. I don't agree with that. I think Zero Hose is insane.
Your right tower is under attack.
Like you need, like he's playing his role. Like mid is not meant to just fight people and kill people. That's not what the meta says for mids to do. It's just farm and make sure you have a late game powerhouse for team fights, which he does perfect.
Be careful, left.
But by
Challenge you.
Awesome. Your right tower is under attack. Enemy ultimate down.
I think Levi's beat the Dragons. To be honest, why? What's your reasoning?
Keeping it real.
I respect it. I think Dragons most definitely have what it takes to win Worlds this year.
Right tower is under
But I just want to know what's your reasoning.
Enemy ultimate incoming.
Your left tower is under attack.
Yeah, sure. No, I'm not playing this year. What's up, GVM?
Enemy missing middle.
Yeah, so Slothy. So my reasoning, I mean, what I put on the video was that, I thought it'd be, you know, I thought it'd be 3-2 Leviathans, and my reasoning saying is this is their meta. Like, if you think Dragons, when I think Dragons, I think PBM shot calling. I think, you know, fast pace. I think, you know, trying to, you know, get a lead early and make sure. I'm not saying that they're an early game team, but when you think about like the way they play fast. They're at your first perp, they're at your second red, you know, they're at both mid camps, you know, they're gonna be there. But Leviathans are known for just, you know, they just mirror you. And then when they feel ready to fight, they will fight.
Your right tower is under attack.
Be careful!
Way to let a buddy down.
Attack.
Watch out!
You have slain an enemy. Getting warmed up.
I'm making two.
Keep it
Your
up.
middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, of course, everybody has their players that, you know, you'd like to go off.
Ride damage.
But the thing is too is that like you may not like, you know, they adjusted, right? Like Pagon was doing like Susano, very fast paced shit, and then he kind of like started doing like, you know, more like Yu Huang and shit, you know, slowing down a little bit, which is right, is correct to do so. You know, the meta says for you not to fight early. Like it's really hard to find. Kings aren't winning. Wait up. I think the Kings look amazing with Jarkor.
Fire giant has arrived.
You can't distract. I'm terribly sorry.
They're the best team in the SPL right now. Yeah, according to stats. The Kings team is amazing.
Enemy has fully powered their obelisk.
Jarkor is playing ADC.
Your right tower is under attack. Your right tower has been destroyed. Rampage!
Oh my, have our victims gotten away?
I'll take that kill.
The title.
An ally has been slain.
I don't think ADC is the best role.
Right tower is under attack.
I think whatever he wants his best role to be will be his best role. That kind of does show up at Worlds, 100%.
Need healing. Enemy spotted.
You think Big Man think BMT is the best man in the game? I love Big Man Tings. I got to play with Big Man Tings for a couple weeks, screaming with him. When I think Benji was her solo. BMT does slightly everything better than everyone else. I wouldn't agree with that, but I do respect Big Man Tings a lot. I think it's really good.
Your left tower.
Yeah, I respect it. Of course, of course.
Your team has destroyed a middle enemy tower.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Jarkor outclasses every ADC either. I think Dark Horse is good hunter with great mechanics, but I don't think he just like outright like just the match like you just have to like you just say like versus Panda. I don't agree with that. Or Zap. I mean, don't agree with that either. They're all just different, you know? At the end of the day, it doesn't matter how good individual players are. It's all about how you play together, and that's the beauty of MOBA.
On my way. Be careful.
Enemy ultimate down.
Attack.
Your right tower is under attack.
An ally has been slain.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Enemy ultimate down.
Ride damage coming up.
Who are your 5 to win worlds? You can take anyone from any team.
Right tower.
So you're saying pretty much best players in their position? Or are we talking about chemistry? Chemistry. I don't know.
Your right tower is under attack.
Wipe out. Keeping it real.
Enemy tank has destroyed the pyramids.
Ally has been slain. Double kill. Unstoppable.
I love Bruce. Best in each position over the years? I don't know. I'd have to look at every roster.
Wipe out. Careful.
Watch your step up there.
All in 1 second, man. I don't think it would have changed much. I think I would have died either way, but at least I got a trade kill.
An enemy has been slain. Way to let a buddy down.
Stand your ground. Heads up.
Fine fighter.
Exactly, Slothy. That's exactly what the meta. The meta changes everything. You think the food's outside? Can you get it? Can you get it to me?
Light shadows you.
The food.
Your right
Did you like this meta? I think this is the worst meta I've ever played of Smite. By far. Like I've never had a problem with playing a lot of Smite
middle tower
until
is
this
under attack.
meta.
Wipe out.
But it's not just like one thing they changed, you know. It was just like progressively the changes just made the game less skill intense. The ceiling just kept dropping and dropping and dropping. I feel like you say this every meta. Nah, chill.
The enemy team has destroyed the goal.
No, I say it. That's what I'm. But that's what I'm saying, Rally. I've said it like it's change after change that they've done that makes the game easier and easier. And now people are starting to realize what I said was all adding up and adding up. And now everybody, all of a sudden, everybody says it's ass because one person says it's ass because everybody's scared to speak up. And that's the truth. It's slow pace, yes. Very slow pace for a game that like needs a fast pace.
Oh
like
my
Smite is not like high. It's not high macro, right? Like Smite is high micro. So if you have a fast pace, like obviously you want to stop snowball, right? So you don't want one fight one that you win the game. You want like 5, 6, 7 fights where, and then you win the, like you have a good advantage, like 80%, 90%, and then FG still gives you a way back into the game. Well, this dude hopped so far.
Enemy ultimate down.
I hate attack fire jump.
Well, like it's forced 40-minute matches, but I don't want to get into that.
An ally has been slain. Have my back, dog. Gank, gank, gank. Killing spree.
What? Dude, I've done so much damage this fight. How's nobody dying? Hey, punching him away. Nice.
Enemy has been slain.
Thought he tried to peek.
Behind us.
Hebo needs longer cooldown. I think he's fine the way he is.
Your middle tower is under attack. Cowl of hunger.
Oh, now Rally knows everything. I feel like you say that every time.
Everyone will feel my
Enemy ultimate down.
Dude, they've been on my red timer this whole game. No, like there's nothing wrong with this meta in the aspect of the late game. The late game is beautiful. I agree with people who are saying that they were getting one shot. Yeah, I agree. A lot of them sucked that said that they were getting one shot. But the truth is about the one shot is that it should be late, like in late game, you should be able to one shot if you have six slots. Just there shouldn't be one shot in your third slot. So a lot of the things they should like. They need to fix right now. If you look at a line graph and see how many fights there are in a high level rank game to a competitive game, there is. If you look at the line graph of action, let's say kills, it's the early game is like this, right? And then it goes like this,
Your team has destroyed a left enemy
right? There's like 10 kills in like 25 minutes average, I would say, right? So with that being said, you just need more fights in the middle, right? if you know Smite, you know you're farming from 1 to 20 minutes, right? And when you get your 3rd or 4th item, then you can fight because now you have the items. But before that, why don't you fight? Well, for one, it's not worth it. Second, big second, is that they have too much HP. So where did they get this HP from? 9.5.
Be careful!
So if you made the HP not a base amount, which they did, everybody has a ton of HP early, and made it a scale amount, that would have fixed all these problems, and there still would have been a lot of fighting. But there's also some things that need to be looked at, like how much gold you lose when minions kill towers. I'm sorry, when towers kill minions.
On my way.
Just kill somebody. That would fix a lot of those problems as well. Man, that food smells delicious. You back?
Keeping it real.
Excited for Worlds? Of course, bro. It's gonna be so fun. Worlds is always a great time.
Oh my, have our victims gotten away?
Oh my god, he didn't react to me being there. Ult. Nice.
Retreat.
And also, they should make gold kills more than worth in camps, as they should in Smite. As they should in normal conquest. Slothy, I mean, if it's only a couple hours away, I would say maybe try talking to people or something. I don't know. Hector. You see, like when you hit 25 minutes, the fights feel really like smooth. Do you guys agree with that? For you guys that play Conquest, like when you get to 25, 26 minutes, the fights make a lot of sense. Like, oh, I did this much damage because of this. Like, I feel like at 10 minutes, 12 minutes, 15 minutes, it feels like there's 3 people mid and nobody can kill each other because it's literally awkward if you engage on someone. You never seen that before in mid? There's like a 5-minute fight in mid because nobody can kill each other. And macro wise, you should never fight. You should be hitting creeps. There's literally no reason for 3 people to be mid fighting. But if the heroes were worth more gold, or the gods were worth more gold, and they had a little bit less HP, it would make a lot more sense, right? And I'm not a dev, bro. Like, I don't need to be a dev to know these things. Like, I've played more Smite hours than probably half the devs combined.
Defend the gold fury.
Like, you're guaranteed to come back usually, like depending on how good the team is. Punch him. Oh, nice. Wow, he went under my 3. I don't mind the shutdown bounties as long as there's a lot of fighting for shutdown bounties to actually happen. I talked to the devs about these things that I've said, like, because I look at the game, very little bias. I look at the game literally numbers. It's just a number game. Everything is a number game. Everything about Smite is a number game. MOBAs are just numbers, and then situational, and then how you perceive the numbers is very important. No way! That's the Kama buff, bro. So good. Tia is good. It's just that her early game is really weak, and her mid is not even that strong. She needs 6 slots and she kills everybody. Sometimes, and there's better characters at doing so, you know? Like when Tiamat gets 6 slots, she's really strong. Very strong, but still not as strong as some of the other 6 slotters. And then other characters that are very, very strong with 6 slots still have a better mid game than her. So that's that's the reason. Yo, what up, Doug? Thanks for the host, man. Hope you had a great stream. Like Baba, correct?
Your middle tower is under attack.
I don't get why Baba's so good. Just safe. There's 2 words. She's safe, and she does a lot of bursts.
Have our victims gotten away?
Also, her burst is very different than other people, right? With Hebo, you know to Aegis the ult. But when Baba's throwing out spells over a wall and then shit doing fucking diagonal 90 degrees, inverted 360, silence, slow, 1-tap, I mean, it's really hard to Aegis that, right? Like, you don't know what the fuck's coming. Same thing versus Vulcan, right? You know his 3-1 and his ult are his bursts.
Follow me.
So you know that's what you're gonna Aegis. That's what you're looking out for. Also, if you think about this meta, what do you think, Stacks? And what is Baba good at doing? Stacking.
Thanks.
In my LAN, so 9.5 just happened, right? And then I'm going to LAN as a support for Yomi, and I was thinking like, literally you had 1 week or 2 weeks to practice 9.5, which changed the game completely. And I was talking to Zero Hose. I'm like, bro, this is obviously like a stack meta. You know, most people figured it out right away that it was a stack meta. Because you're just farming for late, you're not fighting, kills aren't worth it. So then, you know, and it took people a while to figure out, like, yo, like Baba is really good. You know, the people that were doing it were like Angry. Angry played Baba versus me in game 2, and they got a dub with that. Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's a random Baba silence, right? Like, are you scared of Nox? Yeah, well, Nox is annoying. She's gonna pull your beads, but you know when it's coming. You know when it's happening. Like, with Baba, it's just like, you're walking around in the corner, you get like Baba Yaga 1, you silence, you don't really know that you're silenced, you're just walking, and then, oh, you're silenced, you can't cast a spell, you're dead. You get me? Yeah, mid laners always loved Baba Yaga in EU, but she really made sense in 9.5, you know what I mean? Before, she was like some, you know, comfort character, just a character that was just strong, you know? Ven was playing it, you know, it was because her damage was really high.
On my way.
Got my back, dog.
Enemies in middle lane.
Like, when you get to that level of competition, random wins, right? Not that it wins, but if you catch someone off guard, everybody's reading each other, you get me? Everybody is reading each other like a book. But when you do something that's, you know, different, it's better than playing meta. For example, right? Dizani, right? Or Johnny playing, you know, Hebo. He's playing Hebo. Not a lot of people are playing Hebo jungle, but he does it when he finds his timing and when he finds his opening according to the drafts that he likes to play it against. And when that happens, it's different because you're not used to playing Hebo jungle with this build. Oh my. You see what I mean? That's still one shot. It just takes 30 minutes to get to one shot. That was pretty. The beads for the extra cannon. That's why I love upgraded beads on this character from old times. Because he would have got his ult off if I didn't double Q there. What are the mages doing that? None. But none of them get in range like this. Like, just a completely different character.
Another day, another kill.
Yeah, right. To finish the game.
Hi, YouTube.
Do you think one of the reasons Angry plays so much Baba is her being easy to play on ping? Yeah, makes sense. Like, It's not that it's easy. It's just easier. You know what I mean? But I definitely see where you're coming from. But I think it's, yeah, I'm sure like if Angry was, you know, on, you know, 0 ping or 20 ping, like he would definitely be probably trying